Welcome back.
Welcome back to me.
Great. Yodo time.
Ha! It's hilarious.
It's not really.
You look like I did after I mistakenly took a swig of Worcestershire sauce.
How'd that go?
You know, horrible.
I guess he thought it was coffee, so that makes sense.
A dark drink.
Put some Worcestershire sauce in his coffee cup.
I drank like 3/4 of it before I realized.
You got pretty far through it. So.
I don't have a working tongue. Do you have a problem with the testimony we're hearing from your client, lawyer boy?
Do I?
Yes, we do.
Remember, I want another statement. I want another statement to present on.
I have a small problem with the witness's testimony.
What was that all about, Mr. Wright?
You do? But this witness is your own client.
Yes. Well, nevertheless.
That's fine. Witness, let's add your last statement to the testimony so that they can...
Now I can present the staff!
Yes, Mr. Wright, are you okay? Yes.
Oh, now I can present the staff now! Hey, just a moment. It's my job to say that.
Finally snapped.
Okay, now, let's continue.
Oh, look at that! I can present the staff! Objection!
Sister Iris, there's something strange about your version of events.
Something strange about what you're doing.
I'm really upset and confused right now. Ms. Donim throwing her staff, like he's not aware of it. It's a Jekyll and Hyde kind of thing.
Yeah.
Ms. Donim throwing her staff away makes no sense at all to me. Why is everybody...
That's why the T-grade whole thing was like, oh, this tracks. He does this shit all the time.
Sorry, everybody's staring at me
He turns
weird.
big and orange and yells in frustration.
Because the victim's real name was not Elise Donim. Her real name was... Misty Faye.
Faye?
No. Not Mystic Misty Faye. Ms. Mystic Misty Faye.
Who is this Ms. Mystic Why are we saying all these? Misty Faye. Is she related to...
Got a lot of mist. Ms. Misty Faye is the... Ms. Mystic Misty Faye,
Ms. Mystic Master Misty Faye.
Ms. Mystic Master Misty Faye is the master of the Mystic Kurine channeling mystics technique. She is also mysterious and full of mystique, and the mystic mother of Mystic Maya Faye.
Are you serious?
You're saying mist too much, dude. You gotta cool it.
Marvelous, magical, mystic, master, Misty Faye, mommy, Misty Faye.
Is it who are these people? Do they always... Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, they're always here.
So confused.
Listen, there's nothing in this world that is impossible. Except for one little thing.
I can think of a lot of things.
Phoenix being cool.
Yes? What is this one little impossible thing?
Ha! Didn't you hear my burn from before? You still don't get it.
It's not worth dwelling on.
You think maybe my beans are under roasted, but you have no idea,
He's
Grabs.
drinking Worcestershire again.
Are you talking about your balls or something?
Could you get to your point?
Oh, this is actually just a cup of beans. Okay, I'll dump that out.
Just crunching them.
Pour a new cup.
Again, you got like...
This is Worcestershire. All right.
You got like 2/3 of the way through that bean, and you're sipping the Worcestershire?
I was sipping the beans.
Okay.
That's why I was choking a bit.
Are you absolutely certain that's what you saw?
Can't believe that.
Can't believe that statement.
Yes, I'm almost certain. Almost.
Almost
You
Christmas.
should be more confident. The garden was dark. I couldn't really tell who was who. So my testimony's not super reliable right now.
Maybe say that from the start.
What did she just say? So in other words, it could have been someone else, and it could have been Kermit the Frog for all we know.
Objection. I don't think it was Kermit the Frog.
He's sneaky.
Was he there?
Yeah, he's been around the whole time.
How does he walk? He's a Muppet.
It's very complicated.
Okay. We know that Maya Faye was at the Inner Temple that night.
Our anatomy is quite an enigma.
Ha! It's simple. People are like books. He just stops there. People are like books. We've all got a front and a back. You get my drift?
No.
What? What are you? What? Is that all you have to say? You might as well have just said people are books.
The stone lantern in the garden is to always be lit. Lit AF.
Drugs. I did wonder what that stone lantern was there for. Do they just like fill it with marijuana and just burn it all up?
Well, if that's true, sounds like a fun time.
That's just wrong.
Now it's time to turn our attention to you. Now it's time to press buttons and talk.
And
Yes.
Iris, too?
Yes, sir, I'm joining the channel.
I would love for Iris to join our channel.
Yeah, if anyone was going to turn real and join the channel, she'd be a good... No matter how hard you try to deceive or conceal the truth, you can't pull the wool over the eyes of a real defense attorney. Hi, I'm Phoenix Wright. No!
Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations.
Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. I love that guy.
Order. He's fine.
Oh, thanks.
It certainly was burned to a crisp. And one of the suspension wires is gone. It's amazing the whole bridge didn't fall.
Maybe the bridge isn't so sucky after all.
Maya!
She is in a cave or something.
Clearly it would be impossible to carry a corpse across a bridge in this
She
condition.
is not available right now. In any case, we have a witness who did see it happen.
Preposterous! Preposterous! Who is it? Who is this witness?
Daffy Duck. I can't
Ooh,
chicken out
really?
here. Yeah, we're gonna meet the real Daffy Duck. You just like name a celebrity in court and they have to show up. Just like, I've always wanted to meet Don Knotts. Let's get Don Knotts in here.
I want to get Daffy Duck in here.
Yeah.
I don't have anything to do with this case.
Yeah, but what's it like being in cartoons, man? Tell
It's
us.
pretty fun.
Okay, you can go. It's the one that came off of Ms. Elise Donim's staff, which you're tied to the body when you throw it across the thing. And even more important is the place where this crystal sphere was found.
Indeed. I believe it's already marked on this overhead map.
That was a little orby. I don't know why you didn't make it purple.
The crystal was found. I didn't have purple crayons, okay?
I guess that makes sense. Precisely, Your Honor. In the very spot where the pendulum would arrive if given the right amount of speed and circumstances were perfect.
And it perfectly landed
This
with
seems-
no problem.
Am I the only one who thinks this is a highly implausible? What the fuck?
This explains your theory quite well, Mr. Wright.
What? What is going on?
Even this is just too far.
You have provided us with a way the body could have been moved that night.
I guess Godo's cool with it.
Oh, yeah, sounds good to me.
An impressive deduction, Mr. Wright. Most impressive.
Oh, no, you weren't.
Mr. Wright!
What happened,
Yeah,
Godo?
I was not.
What happened?
I don't know. I thought this cold coffee might help cool you down.
It's not cold.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Wrong one.
Funny about that. You need to get your... Actually, I think it's Worcestershire. It's hot Worcestershire.
You boiled Worcestershire sauce?
Yeah, I guess
What is the meaning of this, Mr. Godo?
Sounds like I boiled Worcestershire sauce. That's right. You're not Dahlia Hawthorne herself. You're the spirit of Dahlia currently inhabiting the body of a spirit hard.
A spirit hard, holy shit.
That's just like Meyer.
Does look
That's cool.
What an exciting... Sorry. What an exciting story. Exciting, but quite impossible.
Go to a Charlie Brown adult who put on a robot mask and gave it a hand.
If Godo was a Charlie Brown adult, that would explain a lot of things. Just a really long, awkward pause after he said, Your Honor. Everyone's just staring at him.
Is it gonna answer him? Did he hear him? I don't think he heard Phoenix, but Phoenix is just waiting. Somebody should say something. Oh god, this could go all night.
Someone start the episode already.
Phoenix! He didn't hear you. Say it again.
Courtroom No. 7.
No 7's allowed. Only 8s and 9s.
Yeah.
I'm a 10.
Did you just say the plan was to kill Maya Fey? That's my friend. Yes. You have a problem with that?
My best friend!
Don't give us that nonsense. She's my Nakama.
Watch yourself, Trite.
She's my
This
Nakama.
isn't Japan.
Might as well be.
That's true.
kind of
if
is
you've got a problem, it's kind of weirdly Japan. Solve it during cross-examination. That's my cool rule.
Mr. Godo is correct. This is basically Japan. And by the way, that's my cool rule as well.
To kill Maya?
That's not my cool rule.
Could it be true? I don't care about anyone's cool rules.
And the reason it was impossible? Was it perhaps because Mia Fey had already died?
Thought that was pretty fucking obvious, yes. And I realized there's only one way to take revenge against the dead.
And how do you do that?
You gotta find them in hell. You gotta...
Mia's not in hell. Mia's in heaven.
That explains why I can't
That's
find
why
them.
I looked so
I
long
just
for
assumed
her.
everyone goes to hell. That ridiculous head nun never noticed a thing. She's so jiggly, too. She left Maya Fey at the inner temple and wobbled back, clutching her poor old back. She made that noise.
What did you do then?
Well, when she made that noise, I just froze up. I didn't know what to do. Objection! That's not like her at all. Maya wouldn't stab a French fry with a plastic fork. It's very weird, because that's a normal thing to stab. I keep telling her, like, it's just food. It's okay, but she's like, no, Nick, I don't want to stab anything ever.
I'm like, Maya, you gotta eat.
I'm like, Maya, how are you going to eat that? She's like, it's a French fry, I'll just grab it. And I'm like, you're right, that was a bad example.
But next time you have to stab something,
like
Maya.
Steak or something, like, you better use a fork.
I have a hamburger. I can use my hands. Well, shit.
Do you eat any food that requires...
No.
Guess that makes sense.
Pizza next.
Can I talk? Okay, anyway, I suddenly lost consciousness. That's why I want to kill her too. Like,
And
you
then
guys are dumb as
popcorn
shit.
and
Suddenly lost
Skittles.
consciousness. But before I did, Maya Fey, I wasn't able to kill her with my own hands after all. But even so, I made her commit the most vile sin a human can commit. Tax fraud.
And that is like Yoshi?
Yeah, I got in her body and I did her taxes and I lied.
Come on, turn off your phones.
I actually really like this ringtone.
Best part.
Oops. Sorry.
Goto.
That's my phone.
It's a very pleasant ringtone.
What kind of ringtone is that? Yeah, what's wrong with
it? It's my
it?
theme song.
That's nice.
I composed it myself. Sorry. Goto here. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so it's the Uber Eats driver wants to know if they can go in the back. Yeah, I ordered Domino's. Okay, yeah, just go around the back. Okay, thanks.
Was it something important?
Did you hear him?
They just finished removing the lock from the sacred cavern. Also, lunch will be coming soon.
That's great. I'm so hungry.
I'm so hungry.
Yes.
And then, 1 year later, you tried to kill me. Well, I'm still alive, but... Professor Poison. You wound up killing someone else. The beloved Professor Poison.
That's fucked up. I loved that guy.
So cool.
He was a role model for me.
As a result, you were sentenced to death.
Made so much cool poison based on his memory. I've killed many people in his name.
It's one stupid move after another for you. But it's no longer funny.
These people cheering outside for.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, fuck you, dog.
Apparently, they're very invested.
It's the real
in this
Charlie Brown
case.
adults.
Yeah, they're just peering in our window.
Oh, shit. Get the fuck out of there.
I didn't have to voice. I appreciate them doing a scream. I'm not ready. Not ready to go. 9.
Bye, bitch.
My bitch.
Barbara.
Bye, bitch.
If she does 9 good deeds, she can be reborn. But she'll never do it.
Eddie McDowell.
She has to be a golden retriever until
Talia
then.
McDowell. And the 9 good deeds.
Wow, that's a lot easier than what Eddie. Eddie got a raw deal.
It's very forgiving.
Holy shit, she's sleepy. Give her a pillow.
She has to do 92 less deeds than
Eddie
McDowell.
what did Eddie McDowell do that was so much worse? I mean, this girl's crying.
You don't want to know what Eddie McDowell did.
What did Eddie McDowell
I don't
do?
remember. Was it 101 deeds?
Yeah, it was a lot.
Jesus.
Now then.
Wait, what? I didn't really watch that show. What did he do?
Maybe he killed a man.
He must have killed someone, I guess.
The tragedy of Medium Valley has finally come to an end, it seems. It would be best for everyone if no further attempt was made to channel that spirit again.
I'll try it.
We need to find the truth. The prosecution calls Maya Fey to the witness stand.
But she's sleepy.
Look at her. She's sleeping. She's a little stompable.
She's probably having a dream about a bear
Very well.
chasing her.
But first, oh, that's a horrible nightmare.
I didn't say it
We'll
was a
take
good
a
dream.
brief recess.
I can look at people and tell what they're dreaming.
That is a remarkable power.
It's great.
We'll have to wait for Miss Fey to recover before summoning her.
You should wake her up. She's having a real bad dream.
It's not going well. She's not faring well against this. Oh no. Oh.
Once we receive the doctor's permission, we will proceed with the trial.
She's trying to run, but her legs feel like jelly, so she can't really move.
That night, after I rang the lights out bell, I went back to my room. At around 10:30, I received a call on my cell phone. It was an old one. I hate my ringtone.
There's a problem. Come to the inner temple right away. I'm not a Charlie Brown adult.
Mia, how is Maya doing?
Sleepy. Not doing well with the bear, but physically, I'm not worried. She'll recover completely. But emotionally, she's been hurt very badly by that dream bear.
Now then, before we proceed any further, I'm going to announce the results of the tests we had performed
I
earlier.
hope I'm not the father.
It takes a ton of pressure to make a diamond. That's what I always say.
I've never heard you say that before. A ton of
I say
pressure.
it every morning before breakfast.
I guess nobody's around to hear it.
No one is. You're in a court of law here.
You just live in an apartment alone. Who is the mystery person that Maya actually saw?
We'll find out.
Despite it being so dark that she couldn't see the face of the attacker in front of her. No!
Who was it? Tell us.
Otherwise, I'm just gonna look it up.
No. Yeah, I'm gonna Google it on Wikipedia. This whole game is on here.
That's a mindfuck.
Stop your chattering, Your Honor.
Chattering.
It's funny he's saying
cold.
chattering while he's sort of
Very cold in here.
If it's worth asking, ask the witness. That's another one of my cool rules.
Cool rules.
All right.
I brought a tiny trumpet for this.
Well, then let's continue with the testimony.
You know I'm gonna play it.
Please tell us how you knew the killer was a man. This is
That's going to
not the right time for that.
No. Yes, Your Honor. I didn't realize it until after I woke up, but...
Stop that now.
You can't just do it for every little moment. When I came to, I was just lying there on the training hall floor. By the time I got back to the garden, he's like got it up. Everybody's like staring at him like, you son of a bitch, don't do it.
It's only natural that you would be a little confused. Also, if you consider the situation you described, it doesn't seem too much of a stretch to assume the criminal was a man.
I can't get it out.
Mr. Wright, proceed with your cross-examination. Okay, give me that.
Oh, come on. It's a little trumpet. It's smaller than an average trumpet.
Everyone knew that I was the only one at the inner temple that night. If Sister Bikini had come back and looked at the garden, she may have thought that you had done it.
No, she definitely would have thought so.
Okay, Your Honor.
And you're saying that's why the killer... I'm not trying to one-up you. I'm just saying it's a good point. You stop being so self-conscious. Are you admitting that you couldn't see the red writing on the lantern?
Hey, Gramps. Didn't you know? That's the reason why I don't drink red tea. Otherwise, I'd be like, there's no tea in here. It's just, invisible.
The big mystery finally solved.
Who took my tea?
And he doesn't drink Kool-Aid either, unless
You know, the first time I had red tea, I was like, who took my tea? Tea bandit!
I offered
And I
him
was
cherry
very
Kool-Aid.
embarrassed.
I offered him cherry Kool-Aid once, and he was like, what are you doing with that empty pitcher? And I was like, what the fuck does that
I was
mean?
like, what the fuck? And I was like, oh, shit.
What? Come on! Pearlie would never tell a lie. She's a way more honest person than I'll ever be.
That doesn't look
I'm lying
really
right
good for
now.
you. And here I was thinking you were nothing more than a coffee addict.
Ha! Cut it out. You're making me blush.
This guy is really beginning to get on my nerves. It took 4
Really?
cases.
Now?
Yeah,
I've been trying for like 5
This
cases.
is the moment that I'm finally like, I don't like this guy.
The policemen were all busy going over the garden with fine-toothed combs.
Really need upgrades in their equipment.
So I decided to carry out an investigation in my own way. Godot style. Ba-da-bow.
I found my trumpet again.
I'm the same way. Give me that. I like to hand down verdicts in my own way. Judge style. Ba-dum-bum.
You have the trumpet now. Use the trumpet. Don't use your mouth.
By the time the bridge had been repaired 2 days after the murder, the hanging scroll in the training hall looked like this.
What's that wonderfully delicious smell?
Oh, I suppose I brought it in court today.
Old gravy, Your Honor. Why would it smell good?
Day old. Morgan Fay told her daughter, Pearl, about where the instructions were hidden during one of her visits to the detention center. That would be the only time for someone to have learned where they may be hidden, where they were hidden.
Eavesdropping on a visit at the detention center?
Yes. It could be arranged if you were someone with easy access in and out of there. Or maybe Bagel Cop's the killer, actually. Oh shit, hold on. Like, for example, a prosecutor such as Mr. Godo, or a cop. I've got two theories now.
Bagel Cop.
Let's just
Wow.
bring Bagel Cop in.
Jailer Bagel Cop, get in here.
I didn't do it.
Okay, that exonerates
Thank
him.
you.
The real name of this man who calls himself Godo. His real name is Diego Armando. Isn't that right? Is that an empty cup?
Yes. And that's why Misty Fay had to do the channeling herself. She channeled Dahlia Hawthorne into her own body.
What? What do you mean?
If she channeled the spirit first, then Pearls wouldn't be able to do it herself.
As Master of Khura'in, Misty Fay's power was supreme. So that's how it went down. She channeled Dahlia Hawthorne so that Pearl Fay wouldn't be able to.
What?
Holy shit,
Oh
that's
my god,
fucking crazy.
this is the coolest shit I've ever
This
seen.
is
I am
cool.
so invested in this. Sorry, go on. Chocolate.
Act from 30 Rock, look it up.
That's what the reference is from, if you were wondering why we keep saying chocolate.
Order in the court!
Objection! Well, maybe he brought a change of clothes with him.
But no one could have predicted the lightning strike that shut down the bridge. Yeah, that shit's crazy. Why would anyone have brought a change of
In
clothes?
case lightning struck the bridge. Ugh. Did the judge just take smart pills during the last recess?
Yes, just
Who
prescribed.
gave him drugs? The question isn't whether I can prove it or not. The fact is, I have to prove it. That's the only choice I have. I was taught that it's one of the rules of being a lawyer, a cool rule, but I'm not allowed to use that term because I guess it's copyrighted or
It is.
something.
Give me a break. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar.
With that
Yeah.
ad revenue.
I could get some. You've got nothing, Trite. This is pretty good.
Is this really the time to call for a Kit Kat bar?
It is always time
Does
for a
that work
Kit
if
Kat
I do
bar.
it? Like, do I get a Kit Kat bar if I sing the thing?
No.
Okay.
How many cups of darkness have I drank over the years? Even I don't know. I'll tell you though. Right now, this one here is the greatest cup I think I've ever had. Don't you think so? Phoenix Wright. Oh,
Finally got my own cup, jeez. Yeah, I think you're right.
Why don't I get a mug? The purpose of this trial was to rule on the murder of the victim, Elise Donim.
We only had 2 cups in the pantry, so...
Very well. On the charge of murder, I hereby find the defendant
Not guilty.
Where's
Court
the
is now
confetti?
adjourned.
Where's the confetti?
See you in the next one, I guess.
Where's the
No confetti.
Apparently not. Why'd I even come today?
That's why you come?
Yeah.
I owe you a great deal. Thank you.
Mia.
I'm sure we'll meet again. Someday. Phoenix. In hell.
Nah, just kidding.
Nah, I'm in heaven.
Nick,
Maya.
I guess it's just like my sis said.
Your sister. Mia? No, my other sister, dummy.
Yeah, what the fuck? You know my family situation.
Edgeworth and Francisca have actually been helping me.
Helping you? But they're the bad guys.
If these two hadn't been here on the first day of the trial,
Shota, yeah. Cool.
the defense wouldn't have gotten anywhere.
Wow. But where were you, Nick? I heard he fell into a river and caught a nasty cold which forced him to sleep all day like a little sleepy baby. Oh no, I fell off a river. I can't even walk across a bridge ride because I'm such a fucking idiot. Oh.
Yes, he laid in bed shivering from his fever with Iris's hood pulled over his head like a big baby.
Like a big baby.
Like a big baby.
Oh, I'm Phoenix Wright. I'm a big
gaga.
baby. I can't stand on bridges. Anyway, thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. And you too, Francisca.
I don't suppose.
Oh, no!
Why?
There's room for me in this group hug, is there?
No, there is not. Go
Oh,
away.
Larry, no, there is not.
Come on, let's go, everyone. Can't keep Maggie waiting, pal.
We don't have to go there.
Hey, you, crybaby. You're invited too, I guess.
Oh, forget about me.
Okay.
No, you're supposed to. Shit.
Sister Bikini.
Your mother, Mystic Misty, was a strong woman indeed. I want to tell you what she said to me that night.
After this,
This is not the time for
Oh,
that.
come on.
Strong man, get out of here.
But I just want to do it one more time. It could be my last chance.
Oh,
Little babies.
oh, it's so cute. Even when the battle is over and the bonds that connect us are severed, we always return, time and time again. Mia, Maya, Pearls, Mr. Armando,
Kermit the Frog,
and Maya's
Shaggy.
mother too,
Scooby.
Optimus Prime. I learned that from all of them.
I believe in you too, Nick.
Shut up, Kermit.
What? What the fuck?
This
I
is
thought
not the
you
time.
named me in your list of.
Get out of here, Kermit. Strong man.
How about me, Optimus Prime?
Get out of here. Well, shall we get going? Everyone is waiting.
All of our friends.
Really, Kermit the Frog?
Well, not anymore. I think I just burned that bridge.
You know, I was wondering if I can say just one little thing.
Who's gonna say the thing?
Sure, of course you can.
Oh, I love this part. I can't wait to hear it.
I'm getting goosebumps too.
Bikini being here is really.
It's really kind of
really
weird.
awkward.
Well then, here goes nothing.
Objection! That's the end of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trials and
Thank you, Shu.
Tribulations. Thanks, Shu. Good games. Good franchise.
Oh, good games, Shu.
So
Well,
thanks for joining us. If you've watched all three of them, thanks for being so supportive and so such big fans of it, and just you've all been like super enthusiastic about this, always talking about Ace Attorney, and it warms my heart that everybody likes it so much.
Like these cups of coffee floating by on the screen.
Yeah, nothing really brings us home like cups of coffee, just floating on by.
All right.
But-
Until the next trial.
Yep, well, back
see you
to,
later.
Back to normal mode.